But Vaishnava philosophers not only know in detail about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but also know how to approach him directly. The method for this is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as 9 kinds of devotional service, beginning with hearing. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.23. The 9 kinds of devotional service are hearing about Krishna, chanting about him, remembering him, offering service to his lotus feet, offering him worship in the temple, offering prayers to him, working as his servant, making friendship with him, and unreservedly surrendering to him. One can directly approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead simply by executing these 9 kinds of devotional service, of which hearing about the Lord is the most important. Shravanadi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has very favorably stressed the importance of this process of hearing. According to his method, if people are simply given a chance to hear about Krishna, certainly they will gradually develop their dormant awareness or the love of Godhead. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karaye Udaya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 22.107. Love of God is dormant in everyone. And if one is given a chance to hear about the Lord, certainly that love develops. Our Krishna consciousness movement acts on this principle. We simply give people the chance to hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and give them prasadam to eat. And the actual result is that all over the world, people are responding to this process and becoming pure devotees of Lord Krishna. We have opened hundreds of centers all over the world just to give people in general a chance to hear about Krishna and accept Krishna's prasadam. These two processes can be accepted by everyone, even anyone, even a child. It doesn't matter whether one is poor or rich, learned or foolish, black or wild, old or still a child. Anyone who simply hears about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and takes prasadam is certainly elevated to the transcendental position of devotional service.
So, Lord Chaitanya gave a system that Keva Ananda Kanda is simply blissful.
So Lord Chaitanya was Keval Ananda Kanda, simply blissful.
And that the devotees chant the holy name and take Krishna Prasadam.
And that devotees chant the holy name and take Krishna Prasadam.
And this way, one naturally can awaken a love for Krishna.
So in this way, one can naturally awaken the love for Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 7.142.
সাধন ভক্তি হইতে হয় প্রেমের উদ্গম।
By practicing this regulated devotional service under the direction of the spiritual master, certainly one awakens his dormant love of Godhead. This process is called Abhidheya. Purport. By the practice of devotional service, beginning with hearing and chanting, the impure heart of a conditioned soul is purified. And thus he can understand his eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That eternal relationship is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jivera Swarupa Hai Krishnera Nityadas. The living entity is an eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When one is convinced about this relationship, which is called Sambandha, he then acts accordingly. That is called Abhidheya. The next step is Prayojana Siddhi, or fulfillment of the ultimate goal of one's life. If one can understand his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and act accordingly, automatically his mission in life is fulfilled. The Mayavadi philosophers miss even the first stage in self realization because they have no conception of God's being personal. He is the master of all, and he is the only person who can accept the service of all living entities. But since this knowledge is lacking in Mayavada philosophy, Mayavadis do not have knowledge even of their relationship with God. They wrongly think that everyone is God or that everyone is equal to God. Therefore, since the real position of the living entity is not clear to them, how can they advance further? Although they are very much puffed up at being liberated, Mayavadi philosophers very shortly fall down again to material activities due to their neglect, due to their neglecting the lotus feet of the Lord. This is called Patanti Adaha. Here it is said that persons who think themselves liberated but do not execute devotional service, not knowing their relationship with the Lord, are certainly misled. One must know his relationship with the Lord and act accordingly. Then the fulfillment of his life's mission will be possible.
So, our relationship with Krishna, Sambandha,
So, to know our relationship with Krishna, Sambandha,
we are meant to serve Him.
that we are meant to serve him.
And naturally, that's the first step.
Then naturally that's the first step.
But the Mayavadis think that they are God or equal to God.
But the Mayavadis think that they are God or are equal to God,
And therefore, they don't serve the Supreme Personality.
and therefore they don't serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Sanatana Goswami, he said that people call me a learned pundit,
Sanatan Goswami said that people call me a learned Pandit,
but actually I'm a fool.
but actually I am a fool.
Please tell me what my duty is.
Please tell me what my duty is.
I'd like to then tell them your duty is to serve Krishna.
So Lord Chaitanya told him that your duty is to serve Krishna.
Krishna Gita Sarvai into Krishna Das.
Jivera Sarupa Hoy Niter Krishna Das.
And this way by engaging one's activities and Krishna service, one achieves natural awakening of love for Krishna.
So in this way, by engaging in activities for the service of Krishna, one achieves the natural love for Krishna.
So it is not so difficult. One has to be guided by bona fide spiritual master and follow the system.
So this is not very difficult, but one has to be guided by the spiritual master and follow the system.
I
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's it. That's it. Yes, announcement.
what this is
Yes, Guru Krishna. Yeah, you can take your
Struta de 1974 Also, Devnath from Assam, 6 Bhagavad Gita. Das from 31 Bhagavad Gita and 6 Assam, 5 good read from Bangalore. Atai Das from Howrah, 2 Bhagavad from Midnapur, 1 Bhagavad Gita. Narahari Governor Bhagavad Gita, Achin 3 Bhagavad Gita. Andhra Pradesh 73 Bhagavad Gita. Sahishnu Krishnadas from Ahmedabad 108 Bhagavad Gita. From USA 108. Brajharini Devidasi from Howrah 3 from 73 Bhagavad Mumbai 200. Devidasi from Tamil 6 Bhagavad Gita. Musimi Jhader from Balram Desh 50 small book. Uttama Nanda Krishnadas from US Gita. Malati Gopi Devidasi from Hooghly 73 Bhagavad Gita. Tushar Kantida from Srimad Bhagavatam set. Moni Mai Lalit 25 Bhagavad Gita. Dayesh in Kolkata 10 Bhagavad Gita. Pratap Thung 50 small book. Abhijit Dev from Assam 100 Srimad Sonali Kutta from Kolkata 6 Bhagavad Gita. Subhama Subarna Gaurdas from Surat 108 Bhagavad Gita. Manjari Mangala Devidasi from Vrindavan 33 Bhagavad Gita. Subhatra Das from Bangladesh 73 Bhagavad Gita. Rakshita Vranda Vardarajan from Balram Desh 36 Bhagavad Gita. Divya Golekeshwari Devidasi from Jamodar Desh Shatra 50 small book. Tushna from Sri Lanka 73 Bhagavad Gita. March every day, Sarva Vigna Vinashana Puja, Tulsi Archana and Deep Dan for Guru Maharaj, Janivas Prabhu and all other devotees are sponsored by Haripriya Ganga Mataji from Kashad. Total 3 Srila Prabhu Puja in few hours from Mayapur. All of you them by calling out after Pastor in the pastime of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Recommend them when it is, even if it is a single Bhagavad Gita or just do WhatsApp Guru Maharaj virtual chapel anytime at +9 3 4 7 6 0 4 0 2. We'll be announcing gradually all those fortunate devotees names who participated in the pastime of Guru. Everyday few names. Stay more. Thank you for your daily prayers with us. Please join us in offering our deep prayers continuously from Mayapur. All in Goswami Guru Maharaj health recovery swiftly unwell. And of course, prayers include for all those who are celebrating their Krishna. Let's pray together. Please chant along with me. Krishna Krishna